Hi friends, hope you all are doing really well. This video is all about how to explain automation project and the detailed explanation of automation project. So I have got a good response in the manual project explanation. And many people have DM'd me, and they have told me that they want the explanation of automation project and detailed explanation of automation project. So this video is all about that. And this video is mainly covers the count. There are two videos for this. So this video covers the small details about your automation project which you'll be encountering when giving explanation to the interviewer, and these many questions will come back to these questions will be the counter questions for that. So yes, this video is all about that. And the second video I'll be telling you how to explain automation project. So I'm gonna put a link over there for that video as well in the description box, so that you can go, and if you wanted to check for the manual project you can go ahead and check it. And the second thing was about I have a Facebook page for this channel. So I have created a Facebook page, and I'll be posting out a link of that Facebook page in the description box. You guys can go ahead and send me a friend request. And because there are many people who conveyed many questions or many doubts through mails, so I don't want that to be into the mails or everything, so we can have a smooth conversation in Facebook. So I thought of having that. So in that you'll be having I'll be posting many things. I thought of posting many things because I have many things, so for each thing I cannot make a video of it. So I thought of making a Facebook page, so there I can put something, so we can discuss a lot over there. And I'll be sharing my knowledge, and you guys can also share your knowledge as well, because it can be two-way. So its main purpose is all about to share the knowledge, nothing else. So yes, I'll be sending out a friend request. So you guys can you guys can send. I'll be putting a link over here. You guys can send me out a friend request. I'll be happy to help everyone. So yes. And one more disclaimer, that I'm doing it my own house, so there are some noises, so please avoid those noises. I try making it out with the less noise, but sometimes you cannot do it, so that's why. And there was one more request to you guys. So please like, share and subscribe to my channel, because I've already grown so much. I wanted to reach out to many people so that it will be helpful for them. And now it is a time, because many people are losing their jobs, and they don't want to miss a single opportunity, and these videos can help them out in any possible way. So try to help them also. And there's a notification bell icon, what everyone says, that click on that so that you will get notified, because I hardly upload videos, so this will be helpful for them also. And there's one more. Okay, this is okay, this is all about it. So okay, so we have a contents about detail, the contents what we have it in this video. There's like details about your project you worked on, what approach you followed, what is your role, what framework you worked on, did you achieve what you set out to do, how can you make it better, and challenges you faced. Okay, so details about your project you worked on. So what kind of project you worked on? So there are project you worked on. You can give the brief about your project. So I can give you one example. I can give you one example of the project. One second. Okay, so details about the project you worked on. So there's like, you can say that I have worked on some sales application or a billing application. So from like I'll just give you one example where I've worked on. So I'll just tell that I have worked on the project where that application requires a multiple roles. Okay, so for that we have one more applications where we can give the roles. For example, I have an application that requires an executive, admin, and manager, or senior executive. So those roles we needed in our applications to log in. For every roles there's a different functionality in our application. So for those, like, I cannot have all the roles, right? So I need to have all the roles. My ID should have all the roles as a tester. So that application will give the roles for the particular IDs. So that has everything, that you have to go into the application, that you have to choose the my ID from the drop down, and then we'll navigate to the different windows, and different videos they will be choosing roles, and there's a checkbox, we'll be doing it. So uh, there are many things in that application, and we automated that application. Okay, this I'm telling you the story about it, and you can brief it in your own way, the way you can. I can share you the complete project details. I'll write it down, and the complete application detail, and we'll share it to you. If you want it, you can put your comment mail ID in the comment section below. So I'll share the exact details, because I'm just giving you the brief about an application. So in that way you can say you worked on automating drop downs. Like that application consists of multiple frames, so I deal with the multiple frames as well. I know how to work with frames also. So you can say that has a frames to deal with, that has a checkbox, that I will get window handles. So those things you can work on. So there's one question on that get window handle I have heard about. Okay, so what is the written type of a get window handle? Okay, that is the one of the interview questions. So the written type of get window handle is a set of string. Okay, so link okay, the set of a string will be the written type of get window handles. So this is one of the interview questions as I remember. So okay, so okay, so and details about an application and complexity of an application. Okay, so these things, details about an application. Okay, so one more thing which is very important point which you have to remember, that you attend a lot of trainings in your organization, right? So there you agreed upon many things, that you will be agreed upon many things when you signed it on many things. Okay, so when you do some trainings in your organization, like compliance training, so there you'll be agree that you will not violate any policy of an organization. So that there's one policy of an organization, that you will not share the application details to the other person as well. So in front of an interviewer also, you have to be adhere to the policy, because you're still working on some organization, and even if you leave, you are not you're not supposed to share the information. So that's why you have to prepare the project details before only, that you have to write down, and you have to see that you're not you're not sharing any information intentionally or unintentionally. So that is very important point, that you cannot say everything, whatever you are doing it in your current organization, you should not share the things in front of an interview, so which is not feasible for you or with anyone. So yes, you have to keep that thing in your mind. So yeah, we'll move. And the complexity of an application, so this is how the application is very complex, because we have to deal with multiple windows, and multiple frames are there in that application. So it will be a little complex application, but we managed to do it. So that's how you can say that. Okay, what is your role? Like, you worked as a manual or automation tester, or you worked as an automation tester only? So when you are a manual and automation, you have to do you have your manual tasks as well as automation tasks as well. So you have one more question, that how you are managing your work. So how much you are doing manual, how much you are doing automation. So when people are doing both, they have their own answer for that. But for me, it is like, I'll do the manual testing. Okay, when we have the time divided, so I have other people also to do it. So we will be dividing the user story. So when he is overloaded, then I'll get some of the user story to test, and it's all based on business requirement. We sit with the product owner and decide which user story to test, and how many user story I can test, and how much we need, how much my efforts are involved in automation, how much he need, how many scenarios he needed for the automation. So accordingly we will be dividing the effort. So it's only to the product owner who sits with me, he discuss with the business how much he wanted in the automation, how much my automation the script which I'm creating, how much that will adding the value. That is the main important, that we'll be giving some output out of it, otherwise there's no use of doing that. So that is the main purpose of automation, that we'll be adding some value, like we'll be finding out some bugs, right? So it will be useful, that we may not be able to catch it manually, so those bugs we can catch it through automation. So that is our main purpose. So meetings you attended, so there are a couple of meetings which I attend. I am a manual tester or as an and automation tester, so I have a daily meetings like scrum meeting, we have a meeting called retrospective, and we have a reviews meetings which is going on, we have a weekly connect with the managers. So those are the meeting for the manual tester. But there's for an automation tester, I have one more meeting to attend, that is I have my meeting with my team lead. As an automation lead, we have one meeting with the lead, that what are the progress we are doing it, and there's one more meeting with the product owner, where like in the every week or maybe in the 2 weeks, so that I'll be demo it to him that this is what I have automated and this is the value we are adding to the business, so that and to the rest of the team, that they are developers, those who are interested, and the QA team as well. So like everything we have covered through automation what we have decided to. So for that also we needed like these kind of meetings we attended. Okay, then okay, what framework we worked on? So I worked, like for example we have a Maven project, so I like we worked on a object model approach, and we use this TestNG because we need to prioritize our test cases. So we need a TestNG for that, because TestNG is mainly used for, like there's a advantages of TestNG that we can prioritize our test cases, what to be run, what not to be, and we can, you know, what test case to be run first or second, that also we can prioritize. And there are many ways, like that thing we can do it. And you know, we have to run TestNG will also provide the parallel execution of a test cases. So if we wanted to run a test suite, we can use TestNG for that. And we need not to write a main method every time. We can make it like we need not like we can have a multiple methods also. So okay, so our applications mainly depend on the data. There are multiple data, like there are test data we needed in our application to fill on. So for that we need a lot of data, and that data we needed keep on changing. So we don't want to touch the code, and we wanted to be like drive it through something else. So we are driving it through Excel. We can keep on changing the data, so we can have a multiple rows of data. So that's why we are using data driven framework, so that we can use Excel for our test data. Okay, so okay, so the question is what approach you follow. This can be for any other people also, because this videos this is for generic, like even if you are using UFT or anything, this or any other tool, this can be for anyone. So what approach you follow, like tool you use, we use Selenium with Java. Okay, regression of like what kind of test cases you have automated, you have regression of functional test cases. So yes, okay, so when we do regression test cases, so what is the like pros and cons, we know it. So regression test cases will give like in the initial it will take a lot much of time, because regression test cases means a lot of test cases. Okay, functional test cases will be less. So in the regression test cases, if you see that one time you will have the efforts, but if you see the return on investment on that, it will be more. But in case of functional test cases, it may be less, because what happens is when you automate some functionality parallelly, so what happens is when it is developing and you know it's deploying those things, the sudden of a moment it got changed. So the effort involved in that will go on waste, right? Because the functionality itself got changed, and then again you have to work on something else. So if you see that return on investment, sometimes we get it, sometimes we cannot. So that is the risk factor in functional test case automation. So okay, so execution parallel or simultaneous. So you can do it with the help of TestNG. We can do it parallel execution as well as simultaneous execution. For simultaneous execution, we have to run every test cases in a thread. So that also we need to know. Okay, for Jenkins integration, okay, so for Jenkins also, Jenkins we use it for the CI/CD pipeline. So what happens is when we have a smoke suit, we have a regression suit, so like every build we wanted to get it trigger. So what happens is whenever developer deploy it, it will automatically trigger those suits when we have the Jenkins integration with Git. Okay, and the developer codes are also there in the Git, otherwise it won't be happen. Like everything should be in one place. Okay, so that's how it has happened. Like if your developer deploy the code, it will automatically trigger your test suits, and you know, it will publish the results to all the stakeholders. You can run your test suits through CMD as well. Okay, so that can be the question, can you run it through CMD? But yes, we can run it through CMD. Okay, did you achieve what you set out to do? So yes, we like you can say it in both the ways. If you can achieve it, yes, but I think the better answer is no. I didn't achieve it, but like what I've said it, because there are a lot much of changes in the functional test cases. But yes, I was managed. There was 2 days delays, but before any deployment to the production, I was, like we have set it before 5 days that we'll be doing it. But I was managed to do it before 3 days, not before 5 days. But we take 2 more days, but we have managed to do it because there are a lot much of changes that needs to be incorporated into the regression suite or the functional suits, which takes times to develop, and like to develop the script, it takes time because their requirement changes, the requirement was not fixed, and we have a lot much of brainstorming on doing that, but I stretched my some of the hours, I was managed to do that in, not 5 days but before 3 days. So yeah. How can you make it better? So you can say it, I can, like I was thinking most of the time that how I can make a method which can be reused. So like the function, if the functionalities are same and little changes in the functionality in other modules, how can I reuse the same method, and I have to write less code, and that gives me the more coverage. So I was thinking on that. I was I my plan was to that, and my main focus is to understand the requirement thoroughly. I take most of the time to understand the things, and so that I can you know I took my extra time to understand the requirement, so that I can easily, it will be easier for me to develop the script. And my main focus is to find more bugs, so that it may, we will be our code should be clean before hitting into the production. So our main focus into that, and we managed to do that. Yes, I told the time taken, expected, and actual. I've already shared. Okay, so challenges you faced out. So there are many challenges we faced out, right? And every person has faced out different challenges, right? So for the installation, so there's a one problem what I faced, like my VM was not no, my JVM is not working. So what happens is I have to set an environment variable. So that is the thing, that I have to set an environment variables. I don't know what reason, but it was not happening. So I have to set the environment variables into my system, and I was managed to open it out. So that is the one problem. And the installation, in my organization there are a lot of certificates required, that we have like our own repository. Like if people don't have it, they can say this, that people like we have our own repository, and from where I have to download everything, I have to do everything, and even it is latest or not, we have to work with that. So, and that requires a lot of certificates to be there into the system, then only I'll be able to do it. So because there is no one knows into like how to do it, and I was new to do that. So it has a lot much challenges, but I managed, I've got a bit, and I got an information in bit and pieces, and I was managed to do it. But yeah, it takes a lot of time and efforts, which normally we don't have it. When I do it in my own system, it will be quite easier comparison to doing into this. Okay, so there are many dependencies that I already told that in our repository, that there's not latest version of dependencies are available. They are like the compatibility of the dependency was creating some problem, then but still I was managed to, that I have to add more dependency which solve the compatibility issues. For example, I was not able to integrate Jenkins with Eclipse. So I have to have some integrate dependency. I have to add those dependency, which I was not able to do it, because in Jenkins execution I was about to tell it, but yes, now I'm saying it. So what happens is I have to connect with I have to connect with our Jenkins expert in our organization, so they help me to do it. So framework is not expected as should be. So I need a couple of method. Like for example, the methods are for, like we need to set a calendar date. So I need a yesterday's date. I need a 1 month before date. So those methods are not there, and so I have to write all those methods. I have to write many methods are there, right? You can say that read Excel method. So I have to write all those methods so that I can use it in a better way. Okay, so those things, there are a couple of methods I have to write it. So yes, the framework was not expected as it should be, because I thought that these methods should be there, but it was not. So that consumed a lot much of time, and yes, but I have learned a lot, that I can say. So methods, I say collaboration with the team. So yes, there are a lot much of changes going on, right? And I have to deliver the functional test cases, so that requires a lot of knowledge also before. So I have to sit with the product owner, I have to sit with the developer, and they are also busy in their own deliverables, right? They do have their own things. So I have to collaborate with the team. That becomes sometimes a challenge for me, because it was not easier to to get their time also. So what I do is I'll just note down whatever my doubts and whatever I need to whatever my question is, so that whatever time they are giving to me, I should not miss out anything, and that should give us a result. So that should be fruitful for me, or as well as for the team. So we are getting out something, we are getting something out of it. So So there were one more challenge, which is execution through TestNG. As I told, I was able to do it parallel execution, but for the simultaneous execution, it was creating a lot much of problem, because whatever solution in the I've seen it in the Google, it was not that helpful. But yeah, somehow I managed to do it. I understand it, how it is going on, how it runs. So that takes a lot of time for me to understand it, and then I was managed to get it out, like how we can do it with the help of thread. And Jenkins execution, as I told, there was one more thing that we want, like there was a requirement that like the stakeholders want the mail of every build result. So I was not aware of SMTP server. So what server we are using, because every organization uses the different servers, so we need our server. So there were no one using those servers things and all, but then there was one in the another team, they were using all those things to triggers the mail for every submit or save actions in our application. So I get in touch with them, somehow I get in touch with them and get the details with them, and I was managed to do that. So see, there are many challenges you face, right? So I think these are the questions, and these are the real time thing which I'm sharing with you guys. When you convey to the interview, that says that you really worked on. So I think this video is really helpful for you. And so yes, thank you guys. And this video, I think this video is really helpful for you. For me, it is helpful. I think I have shared a complete knowledge about all those things. But yes, there will be one more video where I'll be explaining about how, like when the interviewers tell me about your automation project, what you wanna say and everything. So I'll make one video of that, and like next to that is that video will be coming out. Maybe give me one day of a time, I'll publish that video as well. And okay, so please like and share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to send me out a request in my Facebook page. And yes, thank you so much.